This week went 0 to 100 really quick. We came in and she told us, go walk around, figure out the course and how you want to run it because we're doing the whole thing today. Like, what? She explained all the different blind crosses, rear crosses, etc. that we need to do, but here I am trying to figure out how the hell am I going to run him through this. We had to start working in sections, so the first 4 jumps. Here I am doing a front cross. This is when I'm on the right, and then I have to switch my hand to the left by doing some crazy back turn, just so that he can follow me through the course a little bit more effectively. Literally almost fell on my face. He was doing well, so I kind of pushed him a little bit through the tunnel and did the next 3 jumps. So this clip, Momo actually was having issues with the jump right before the tunnel. I gave him too much space, so he kind of like missed the jump. So I'm trying to close that gap by sticking my hand out here to wrap it around the pole. But Momo notices that hand outreach, so he starts following that right side instead of that left side to make the jump. So he actually does exactly what I ask him to do, but that is an example of a handler mistake. And while that may have worked for another dog, this just kind of shows us that Momo is really sensitive to my cues. This was really funny because as we were working on the back portion, there is a tire jump, which Momo hasn't seen in a few months. So as he comes up to it, he's like, nope, no thank you. So of course, we do have to try it a few times just so he remembers that it is something that he has to do. Non-negotiable. This was one of our best runs. You will see that he does have a few knocked bars. He was really exhausted, so let's give him some credit for that because if he had done this on his first run, he would have done it perfectly. We also did a crazy front cross here because I was running on a different side. Another front cross again. I just basically wanted to give him some momentum because I knew he was super tired. When competing in agility, you can do the course in many different ways. So I'm getting really used to doing those crosses now and like alternating hands, and Momo's really good at reading them. So I think it's going to be a really good advantage for us as we go through future courses. Because he is so slow, he is able to read body language really well. So we were able to do this course by the end of our first session, and we had about 3 sessions today. So he ran this multiple times. Now this section is crazy. So I got him to come over this jump, which it's a super tight turn, and I had to switch, do another cross here, and then lead him to the end. So he was zigzagging, even though it doesn't look like it, as a bleed's got to work out. I also just like this angle that I'm about to show you. It's the same course, different run, but you can kind of see how fast I'm moving, how much work I'm putting in. And obviously he looks a little bit, gallivanting next to me, but I was breaking a sweat. I was running hard to keep up with him. Or leading him, per se. This was our 3rd session and our last run. We only made him do it once because he was asking to go home, so we did respect that. But, this class is really more about me learning how to do all these crazy turns and signals and stuff, and then when to best apply them. I didn't learn them in previous classes, so it's really important for me to kind of get these now because it gives me a lot more flexibility in the ring. So this is a good example of how tight that turn was. It's super narrow. I'm like running in a really thin zigzag line and turning, and he is following. So really good session for both of us.